So, the 2021 WNBA draft just concluded. All 36 picks are ran. I must say, this draft was interesting. You had a lot of surprise players go higher than expected. You had some big names that went later in the draft. And you had some wild picks during this draft. When you really think about it and you break it down, I would say basically every team got better. Every team got better with their drafting. I think this 2021 WNBA draft was a success. If we talk about the picks team by team, the Dallas Queens had the number one pick, and the overall consensus was they were picking Charlie Collier, and they did. I think that's a great pick for Dallas. They followed it up with Wek Cure, which is the 19-year-old from Finland. That is a interesting pick. I've watched some highlights of her. I watched her dunk the ball recently. She's definitely athletic. So I look forward to seeing how Vicky Johnson works with all these bigs. You got Bella Ari last year, Satu Sabli last year. Now you add Charlie Collier and Alec Cure. Then they added Chelsea Dungy. Chelsea Dungy is a bucket. And she shoots the three at a really good rate. So I'm interested to see how Enrique and Chelsea in the game together is going to work. They also added Dana Evans. Dana Evans is like the complete point guard. Now, mind you, Dallas already has Ty Harris last year from the draft, and they have Mariah Jefferson, but she's been injury prone. So I like the pickup getting Dana Evans. The Connecticut Sun. Now, mind you, all their picks weren't until basically the second round and the third round. Them getting Dejanay Carrington, I think, is a really good pick, seeing that they lost Bria Holmes in free agency. So, Dejanay Carrington gives you size, she gives you scoring, she gives you toughness. Like, she's going to be a great fit off the bench in Connecticut, especially since you don't know when Alyssa Thomas is coming back this season after her injury. Some of the other major picks, the Liberty drafting Michaela Osawon, if I pronounced the last name wrong, out of UCLA. That's a good pickup. You lost Candace Parker, so she gives you a big that can move around, and she has a little bit of a post-up, face-up game, so that should be interesting. Also, they drafted Dee Richards out of Baylor. Dee Richards gives you a tall guard that is going to be a pain in your side having to have her defend you. Like, if I'm going for, like, top defensive players in this draft, Dee Richards and also Aaliyah Wilson probably are, like, my tops for, the best defensive players. And the Liberty getting her, great pickup in the second round. The Las Vegas Aces ended up drafting Destiny Slocum. I like it because Destiny Slocum is a great point guard. And she can get her own offense going. I think that's something that definitely the Aces are going to need in the second unit. So that's definitely a good pick. Now, when the Sparks started drafting players, this is where the interesting picks started coming in. They drafted Jasmine Walker at number 7. I think that is a great pick. Jasmine Walker can shoot the 3, and she can get in there, bang, and rebound. That's basically what the Sparks need. Young players that's going to go after it and really do what they're supposed to do. They also drafted Stephanie Watts. I think that was a surprise pick for a lot of people, with the Sparks drafting Stephanie Watts at number 10. I'm not too familiar with Stephanie Watts. I know she went to UNC. I have to do a little research on her to see what type of guard she is. And also, in the second round, they drafted Arella Gutierrez, which a lot of people thought would go probably in the first round, in the first 10 picks, and she dropped to the second. That was surprising. I like the Minnesota Lynx taking Renaya Davis. You already have Nafisa Collier, and you just signed Ariel Powers in free agency. And you already had Demiris DeMontis. So you add Renaya Davis into that mix. You got a bunch of length and players that could shoot. They don't just have height, they could shoot and move the ball. So that's going to be an interesting mix. The Phoenix Mercury only having one pick, which was number 32 in the third round. Them choosing Sierra Johnson out of Texas A&M. I like the pick because last year Brittany Griner ended up leaving the bubble, which only left them with one true big, being Kia Vaughn. Kia Vaughn and Brianna Turner. Those are only bigs. So, as Sierra Johnson, you get a big that can get in there and bang and rebound and give you some offense. If BG gets in foul trouble, or you want to get BG a couple of minutes on the bench. So, that's an interesting pickup for them in the third round. Seattle did draft Aaliyah Wilson, but they traded her to Indiana for Kennedy Burke. I was hoping they were going to keep the pick because that would have been a great pick for them. But they did also draft Kiana Williams from Stanford and India Jones from Texas A&M. Kiana Williams just coming off of winning the championship at Stanford, now gets to come and learn from Sue Bird. India Jones is the power forward that gets in there and bangs, can get you some points, some blocks. The Chicago Sky getting Natasha Mack at pick 16 is interesting because I thought she would have went higher. But she's in a good situation because she gets to now learn from soon-to-be Hall of Famer Candace Parker. And I think also the Atlanta Dream getting Ari McDonald at number 3, I think was like probably one of the highlights of the draft. Ari McDonald played in the NCAA tournament, got her to be the top 3 pick. Atlanta's gonna be a fun team to watch. Ari McDonald, Kennedy Carter, Tiff Hayes is coming back, and Courtney Williams. Too much swag and too many buckets. overall good draft. There are a couple of notable names I can think of that I didn't see get drafted. Kayla Porter from LSU, Gabby Conley from Georgia, and I'm pretty sure there's some other names that I'm forgetting. I'd have to go back and look at the list because I know it's a rack of players that opted for the draft. But I know some of these players are going to be stashing draft picks. But overall, I think basically every team did really good with their drafting. Whether you like the picks or not, I think teams went for what is going to fit with the teams that they have already. So salute to the 2021 WNBA class. Welcome. Your moment is now.